Welcome to YBS Lifestyle. It's 14th of June 2024. I will be talking about some health related issues in trending. So first topic is mental health in the workplace. With increasing awareness, there's growing focus on mental health issues like burnout, stress, and depression in professional. Second topic is COVID-19 long haulers. As the pandemic continues, attention is shifting towards understanding and addressing the long term effects of COVID 19 on survivors, including lingering symptoms and impacts on their mental health. Third topic is telemedicine and virtual healthcare. The rise of telehealth services during the pandemic has reshaped how health is delivered, with ongoing discussions about efficiency, accessibility, and future implications. Fourth is climate change and health. There's increasing recognition of the health impacts on climate change, including heat related illnesses, vector borne diseases, and respiratory illnesses due to air pollution. Fifth one is sleep health. Sleep disorders, one of the at the most importance of good sleep hygiene, are gaining attention as people recognize the significant impact of sleep on overall health and well-being. Nutrition and gut health. The link between gut health and overall well-being is not a topic, with discussions focusing on the role of diet, probiotics, and gut microbacteria in maintaining health. Seventh topic is health disparities and equity. Addressing disparities in healthcare access and outcomes based on factors like race, ethnicity, socio-economic status, and geographic location is a pressing issue attention which requires attention globally. Eighth topic is digital health and wearable devices. The integration of technology into healthcare, including wearable fitness trackers, health monitoring apps, and AI driven diagnostics, and is in transforming how individuals manage their health. Ninth topic is vaccine hesitancy and misinformation. Despite the success of vaccines in controlling diseases, vaccine hesitancy fueled by misinformation remains a significant challenge impacting public health efforts to combat infectious diseases. Tenth topic is chronic diseases management. With the rise in chronic conditions like diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and cancer, there is a growing force on effective strategies for prevention, management, and improving quality of life for patients. Sorry. So these topics were in short. Now I will be discussing these topics in detail. So first topic was our mental health in workplace. Imagine you are at school and you have a big project to finish. You're feeling stressed because you're not sure if you can complete it on time. Your heart beats faster and you find it hard to focus. This feeling is like what many adults experience in work, but it can be more challenging. But it can be even more challenging. Now think about how you feel when you're really tired or sad. It's tough to concentrate, right? Well, that's how some people feel at workplace sometime. It's not just about feeling stressed over a project. It's also about feeling overwhelmed, sad, or anxious for long period. When people talk about mental health in workplace, they are talking about how our emotions and thoughts can affect while we're working. This could be feeling stressed because of heavy workload, feeling anxious in certain work situations, or feeling down because of problems outside of work that are affecting us. That is why this is important, because our mental health affects how well we do our jobs. Just like when you're tired, you can't concentrate on your school homework. Adults might find it hard to focus, make decisions, or get along with others to work when they're struggling in their mental health. But here's the thing: sometimes people feel scared or embarrassed to talk about how they are feeling at work. They might worry that others will judge them, or think they are not capable of doing their job. That's why it's essential for workplaces to create an environment where people feel safe to talk about their mental health without fear of being treated differently. Employees are starting to realize how important it is to support their employees mental health. They are offering things like counseling services, flexible work hours, and training for managers to recognize signs of mental health struggles and offer help. By taking care of employees mental health, a workplace can become happier and more productive environments when where they can thrive. So just like you have to support at school when you're feeling stressed or sad, adults should have a support at work too. Second topic, let's move on to our second topic. You've probably heard a lot about COVID 19, the virus that caused a global pandemic. While many people who got COVID 19 recover after a couple of weeks, some people continue to feel sick for a long time, even after they're supposed to be better. These people are called COVID 19 long haulers. Now imagine you had the flu, and even after you felt better, you're still really tired, had troubling bathing, and breathing, or had a headache that wouldn't go away. That sort of what it's like for COVID 19 long haulers, but it can be more intense at last for months. Some common symptoms that COVID 19 long haulers might experience include extreme fatigue, feeling very tired even after resting, shortness of second is shortness of breath, finding it hard to breathe even when doing simple tasks. Third is brain fog, having trouble talking clearly, thinking clearly, or remembering things. Fourth is body aches, feeling pain or discomfort in different parts of body. Fifth one is heart palpitations, noticing the heart beating irregularly or too fast. These symptoms can really affect someone's life. Imagine imagine not being able to go to school, play with your friends, or even do simple things like walking to the store because you're not feeling sick. You're feeling because you're feeling so sick you can't even go to the store. Scientists and doctors are still trying to understand why some people become long haulers after having COVID 19. It could be because the viruses affect the body in ways we don't fully understand yet. Or maybe it's because of how the immune system responds to the virus. What's important to know is that COVID 19 long haulers need support and understanding. Some are working with doctors and specialists to to manage their symptoms and improve their quality of life. And because long haul COVID 19 is still relatively new, researchers are studying it to learn more, and hopefully things will get better. We will get better treatments with the passage of time. So, if any of these symptoms, including extreme fatigue, shortness of breath, brain fog, and body aches, and heart problems, these symptoms can really affect someone's life. Imagine not being able to go school, play with your friends, or even some not able to do simple things like walk to the store because you're feeling so sick. It's essential to remember that COVID 19 uh, essential to remember that some people are still dealing with its long effects after they've recovered from the initial illnesses. Thanks for watching YBS Lifestyle to the end.